Okay, so for all you folks that are interested in these old cars here, this is a 61 Impala bubbletop. You saw previous videos was getting sandblasted. So where I'm at right now, this is white epoxy primer from Southern Polyurethanes. Did a really nice job. I replaced the driver's side floor pan. I modified the floor pans to accept this new chassis that I got from the Roadster shop, and I'll show you that in a minute. Over here, doing some body work here. It's actually quite thin, but I had to do some rust repair and some little hammer and dolly work, but it's coming along pretty well, just getting everything nice, flat and straight. And you can see I didn't have to do anything in the trunk. That was all good. So we're happy with that. I fixed the rust that was right there. And obviously there was a lot of surface rust, but a few pinholes down here. I have the bottom all painted in, that is, what is that, PPG? No, it's also Southern Polyurethanes black epoxy. I did have some PPG, but that was gray. This side, I just did the some rust repair here, and I haven't gotten back to it yet to sort of work on the the previous owner's bodywork, which is pretty crappy. So I'll straighten that all out. Like I said, over here, new floorboard, and got there was a bunch of rust repair up here in the front on the cowl and firewall and stuff. So that looks pretty good, coming along nice. So let me show you what I'm doing for the chassis. So this is a Roadster shop spec series chassis. You see I cut out some wooden wheels, a little Flintstone action going on here. I got the brakes all set up on here. Let's see what else. Oh, I made myself a little T-handle to steer it while I'm waiting for this to get put on there and get my steering wheel hooked up. It's got a Ford 9-inch, and I think these were Bear brakes all the way around, if I'm not mistaken. So they did a great job. I've had the body mounted on it a couple times just to make sure that the frame rails will fit under that modified floor pan. Looks great. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with what they have going on here. And the next step, I'm just going to finish up a bunch of stuff on the body shell itself, and then get it mounted back onto the chassis, and then do my sort of rough body work, fit the doors and just check the gaps and stuff like that. So a couple other goodies that I've gotten is this right here is a vintage air setup for it, and then over here is all the other bits and pieces. I got an I Did It steering column, all the weather stripping and stuff. Little project I'm working on with my 16-year-old daughter. We have a couple of these old Chrysler Hemis. Actually, this one happens to be a DeSoto. So she and I have been working on this thing. We're going to pull it apart. I've got an old 28 Plymouth, and we're going to make a rat rod out of it. So if we can keep 16-year-old girl off of the TikTok scene and onto wrenching on some engines, that sounds great to me. So let me show you what we're doing for an engine. So got the engine and tranny. Let me show you what we have here. So this is a what do you call it? LS engine. I'll leave the plastic on it. So it's an LS with a 4L65 or 4L70E trans. I got some cast iron exhaust manifolds I put on there. Those are coated, and then I put a vintage air front runner deal on here. If you can see through the plastic. So power steering pump, air conditioner, air conditioning compressor, alternator stuff. Got that all mounted up, and it's looking pretty good. Can't wait to get that on there. Trunk, fenders, haven't really done anything with that stuff yet. So that's where the Impala sits right now. So I'm hoping to be able to get some quality time on it. It's springtime now, the weather's getting better. I can get the doors open and get sanding and bumping out the body, and then I'm plan right now is I'm hoping to be able to hit the car shows around here. I'm in the Hudson Valley in New York and up in the Catskill Mountains, and hopefully not this season. I know I'm not going to make it this season, but for next year, hopefully I'll be able to hit the car shows with it. So I'll see you guys around. Take care.